On our last episode, myself and Brendan were invited down to the infamous Parramatta Gaol to spend a night exploring, filming, and investigating this 170-plus-year-old jail. In the previous episode, we showed you around the grounds, cell blocks, and various other parts of the jail. In this episode, we attempt to make contact with the spirits who infamously haunt its desolate cell blocks and brooding sandstone walls. Should you wish to know more about the history of this location, we cover all of it in our previous episode. This is ETFW. Follow us as we investigate the Parramatta Gaol. To kickstart the night, we headed to a part of the jail known as the Canbrook, which was used for production of Canbrook toasters and goods. Upon arriving, our guide for the night told us a story of a ghastly spirit who was rather popular within the walls of the Parramatta Gaol. This particular spirit, nicknamed Loki, due to his prankster-type personality, is believed to be one of the most active spirits within this jail. In this particular area, those who have stayed and investigated have captured many unusual EVPs, and some even claiming to have been pushed or grabbed by this spirit. The following clips lead into our first investigation of the night and our attempts to contact the spirit of Loki and perhaps find out more about him and why he still haunts this location.
As it is kind of said, this area is believed to be pretty active. Again, like we sort of just mentioned in the intro, a lot of EVPs kind of get picked up around here. So definitely we'll try to run the spirit box and try to see if we can pick up anything as well. Man, it's just cool being in here. Kind of takes you back in time a little bit. Kind of just soaking it all in, experiencing it all, kind of makes you think back to what it would have been like for the inmates and people in here. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyways, I think we jump into an investigation. We stop blabbering on and let's see what we can capture. Peace. Alright guys, so we're pretty much alone in here. Yeah. We've just got our tour guide here. She's off outside, so yeah, it's pretty creepy, not gonna lie. Like, it definitely has a different feel at night here. This is also where people sleep when they do the sleepovers
upstairs.
Here.
Yeah, down here is like the kind of like the lounge hangout area. Ricky did mention just before, just as we were setting up the cameras, there is no wind in here whatsoever. Like, it's stagnant wind, and there's balloons right over there, balloons and like paper things. And they were like spinning around. Yeah. There's no wind in here whatsoever. So
one of the spirits that people get a lot of activity, here in the jail is a spirit that goes by the name of Loki. Yeah. Now, this spirit, they call him Loki because he is a bit of a trickster. Apparently, this spirit likes to play tricks on people. Yeah. Made weird sounds, noises.
Yeah, copied people's voices.
So there's got to be some truth behind that.
Yeah.
So many people have reported on this spirit as well, and they've done investigations here and actually reached out to this guy.
Yeah,
we've got the spirit box. We're going to give that another go tonight. I know last episode back in the Breakwater Lighthouse episode, a lot of people said we got to warm up to it, and again I think so too. We're going to give it a good crack tonight, see if we can pick up on this spirit called Loki or any other spirits here. And we've got the Pendulum board as well. We love the Pendulum board. We're going to get back into it, see maybe we get this guy's name or something.
Well, we did mention before, spirits, ghosts, demons, stuff like that do not like to give their own name because it means that you have power over them.
Exactly.
So the name Loki, it's not actually his name. That's just what they've come up with. We have no idea what his name is. So
maybe we can get his real name.
Maybe we can shed some light here.
We do have a second camera rolling just over there. You guys can see just over this side we've got the Mark III rolling. So that's going to capture anything that happens in the background, I guess you'd say, or if anything happens in the room. But I think with that said, let's jump into a little spirit box session and let's see if we can at least pick up on this guy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. This thing like creeps me out, eh?
What?
Dude, it's spinning again. Look, see? The green one.
Yeah.
See? The yellow one too. And there's no wind in here, eh?
No.
Like, it's actually quite stagnant in here.
Yeah. Like, it's humid. It's hot.
It's humid. It's hot. Yeah, exactly. There's no wind tonight.
Xbox.
Last time we had it up quite loud, so I think we're going to keep it kind of low this time.
Yeah.
If there's any spirits here tonight, my name is Ricky. Here with my friend Brendan. Just like to communicate to anyone here, know your story, get to know you a little bit. We invite any spirits to come and communicate with us tonight. Again, we mean no harm. We'd just like to know your story, like to know you a little bit better. So if there's any spirits here with us right now, I have a device in my hand, you're able to communicate through it. You're able to give us a clear yes or no if you're here with us. Again, if there's any spirits here, you're able to give us a clear yes or no through this device. Let us know if you're here with us right now. Sounded like a yeah. Like a guy like, yeah.
Like what?
Sounded like a yeah. To the spirits that are here, there's believed a spirit likes to roam around here called Loki. Loki, if you're here with us tonight, are you able to give us a clear sign? Are you able to maybe move one of these balloons again for us, or are you able to give us a clear sign through this spirit box? Again, to the spirit Loki, if you're here, you're able to give us a clear sign, anything at all. Interact with something in the room, move something, interact with any of the objects, interact with the device in my hand.
Dude, the focus is going mental right behind you.
Is it?
Yeah, the autofocus.
I'm not moving, I'm trying not to move.
The autofocus. Let's see if I can get it on my phone, because I can't get over there, otherwise I might throw the autofocus out. But the autofocus is... It just stopped. It was picking up something like human shaped behind you. Like, I can see you, you're like a little box, and it's picking up my finger, following it around right now.
Are there any spirits in this room with us right now? Is there something behind me right now?
That's it. I just heard say yes.
Yes. To the spirit that's standing behind me right now, is there a reason you're behind me?
Panic? I thought I heard it say panic.
Tony? That said Tony.
Yeah. I said yeah.
Are you still standing behind me?
Not focusing on anything behind you.
Maybe we'll try the Pendulum boy.
Yeah, let's give that a go. It is eerie as all hell in here though.
Dead still in here, guys. There's no wind,
Yeah,
no
there's
movement.
absolutely nothing. Like, we're in a room within a room.
Yeah.
Like in a warehouse within a room, and there's no windows in the warehouse.
If there are any spirits here with us tonight, you're able to put your energy into this pendulum for us. Let us know that you're here with us. If there's any spirits here, are you able to swing the pendulum to yes or no for us? Instantly. It's so active, man.
It blows my mind. Like, because that's the thing is what I'm thinking. Like, this place is really old. There could be resident spirits here that are from, like, you know, the 1800s.
Well, again, they said there could be spirits here before they built the jail.
Yeah, and that might be why the spirit box isn't working, because I mean, like, I think like that didn't exist back then.
To the spirit that I'm communicating to, would you like to share your name with us? Would you like to share your name with me and Brendan? Let's swing the pendulum to yes or no if you'd like to share your name.
Looks like it's going to yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to yes.
To the spirit we're communicating to, are you able to tell us your name? You're able to swing the pendulum to the letters of the board and spell out your name for us? Put all your energy into it. You really need to swing the pendulum hard here.
Maybe see if it can give us the first letter of its name.
Yeah. To the spirit we're communicating to, are you able to perhaps just give us the first letter of your name? Or perhaps your initials? You able to spell your initials out for us?
Yes.
Again, you have nothing to fear. We mean no harm. Would really just like to know your story. It's like kind of going towards like EFG.
Yeah, somewhere around there. That's going to G. I think yeah, it's going to G. That looked like it was going to G.
To the spirit we're communicating to, does your first name begin with a G? Is that correct?
Yes.
Look, but it's going yes, no.
Yeah.
Dude, is this f***ing Loki? Look at it. It's like yes, no, yes, no.
Maybe it's this.
Are you playing games with us?
And just stops pretty much.
Spirit we're speaking to, are you Loki? Got on a bit of a nickname for yourself. Known to be a bit of a trickster. Is that you? Dude, no way.
Yes. Is that tap dripping?
Nah. That's creepy. Loki, I want to ask you a couple of questions, my friend. Were you a member of this prison here? If you're a member of this prison, are you able to swing the pendulum to yes or no for us? It's doing yes, no again. Or is that more towards no?
No, I was going yes, no. Maybe he was like a guard, maybe?
Loki,
like
were you perhaps a guard at the prison here? If you were a guard, are you able to make the pendulum swing counterclockwise? So again, Loki, if you're a guard here, are you able to make the pendulum swing counterclockwise? Wait, look.
Yeah, it's going.
Oh my god, look.
Yeah, dude, that's going.
My hand is not moving as well.
Yeah. I mean, that camera will be picking that up as well.
Look.
Do you reckon maybe like as a guard, like maybe he got off on
That's what I'm thinking.
Like with
exactly, kind of like Pleasant Creek, the guard.
Maybe see if he died here.
To the spirit we're communicating to Loki we're communicating to, are we correct in saying that you are a guard here? If so, can you swing the pendulum to the number 5 for me? If you were a guard, swing the pendulum to the number 5 for me. Put all your energy into it, my friend. No way, dude. Look.
Yeah, that's going to 5, man.
So he was a guard.
He was a guard. Maybe he he screwed. Remember how we were getting the tour about the black cells?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they used to put people in there, which is an inhumane thing. Maybe he was like a guard back then, and he enjoyed kind of getting off and
Loki,
screwing with the prisoners.
Are you able to spell us out the year in which you worked here? So move the pendulum to the corresponding numbers and let us know what year that you were here. 1, You getting that?
Yeah. Sorry, I heard a noise at the door.
It's 1. Changing direction. 8. Look how quick it's changing direction. 18. Look at that. Dude, that is so quick.
It's going to the 9.
18, is that
18, 9, 8, 189. It's going to 9.
1890? 1899 maybe?
Are you saying 1899? If it is, can you stop the swinging, like the pendulum swinging?
Let me ask. Loki, are you trying to say it was 1899 that you worked here? If so, can you swing the pendulum to yes or no for me?
It's already slowing down.
Changing direction. Look. It's definitely going more to yes. 1899.
Yeah.
Dude, that is like legit.
Yeah.
I love this pendulum board.
1899. He was a guard.
Is there a reason that your spirit still lingers here? Is there a reason that you still linger here? Yes.
Yes.
Loki, did you perhaps die in this prison? No, I didn't think so.
Maybe he died and his spirit
Is the reason your spirit lingers here, is it because you enjoyed being a guard at this place? Did you enjoy being brutal to the inmates? Did you enjoy hurting them? Did you enjoy the power that you had here? Is that why you've chosen this place to linger? You able to swing the pendulum to yes or no? Yes. So he felt like he was powerful here. That's why he's like come back here.
Ask if he's Australian born or if he immigrated here.
Loki, are you Australian born? Are you of the land? No, he was quick to answer that.
Yeah, so he immigrated here.
Immigrated here.
So maybe like England or Ireland or something, Scotland. Not anywhere really.
Loki, have you ever harmed anyone? Or is it just you like to play tricks with people? Loki, are you able to reveal yourself to us at all tonight? Interact with us? Hesitant. Yes.
Obviously thought about it.
Loki, are you able to let us know which area of the prison is the most active, is the most dangerous to be? You able to let us know which ward we should go to? Loki, which ward should we go to? Dude, is that going towards 6?
Yeah. It looks like it's like
Look at it.
lightly going towards 6. Actually no, is it going to 7? I don't think there is a 7. Oh no, it's going 6. It's going
6?
Yeah. It's like it's very lightly going towards 6.
Well, 6 is meant to be the most...
6 is where we started this.
6 is meant to be like the most craziest ward.
Yeah, 6 is where we started the tour.
Alrighty guys, so I think we're going to make our way over towards Ward 6 if we can. We're going to see what we can pick up in there.
Yeah.
Ward 6 is believed to be one of the more active wards as well.
Oh, wing 6.
Wing 6, yeah. So I don't know. This Loki guy, from what we've been told, seems to follow people around the prison. he doesn't really seem to sort of like hang out in one spot.
Yeah.
He's sort of believed to sort of, you know, move around and follow groups and actually interact with them all over the prison.
Yeah.
So
You know what, honestly, I'm starting to think as well, this could have drawn him here because we were trying to reach out.
Yeah, possibly.
Camera picks up on something behind you, and I mean, the camera was really picking up on something behind
Could have
you.
been behind me or something.
You start using the pendulum and then it starts going.
Creepy.
I don't know.
Anyways, guys, let's make our way over towards Ward 6 or Wing 6. Let's pick it back up in a moment. Peace.
Before myself and Brendan headed over to Wing 6 to continue our investigation, we decided to take a quick detour into Wing 1. Wing 1, which is one of the oldest wings of the jail, used to house both women and children on the upper level, amongst other various brutal and violent inmates. As the stories go, this location has had its fair share of paranormal encounters. Upon arriving, our guide told us a story of a Christmas tree which, from out of nowhere, began to shake violently. The tree, which is hung above a communal area in the wing, still sits there today. In this location, myself and Brendan decided to split up to cover more ground, Brendan taking the top floor and myself the lower. We both conducted solo investigations and attempted to contact any spirits who may linger within this location.
You guys can see in the cells a couple of steps and you clear the entire area. You know, like there really isn't much space in here. If I was lying down, I thought I heard voices. If I was lying down, I would, no joke, probably head to toe, my toe probably almost touching the doorway. Like, no joke, there's not much room in here. It's super tight. It's creepy. Like, imagine being in here at like midnight, or just in here for like years. Man, so sad, so sad. Got all the drawings on the walls, guys. What's it say? We who live in prison and in whose lives there is no event but sorrow have to measure time by throbs of pain and the record of bitter moments. That's actually pretty sad. Let's get set up for an investigation in here. No joke, this is kind of creepy. Like being on your own in here, in this cell. Who knows? Who knows who was in this cell before I was? Could have been a murderer, a rapist, serial killer. You just don't know. Alright, let's get into it.
Oh, your footsteps scared the shit out of me.
is the third floor of Wing 1. The third floor of Wing 1. These are all the cells up here. You can see down there, Rick is somewhere down there on floor 1. We are up here, just you and me. So you can see there's not a lot of room in here. Especially back then, when staying in here, this would have been bloody horrible. Would have been so dank and dark. I'll just show you guys how dark it actually is in here without the camera light on. Now this camera is really good. It's able to pick up a lot in low light, and as you can see, it's not picking up anything, it's just pitch black. And that's not the camera just doing this. I'm in here, I cannot see anything. It's completely dark in here. So imagine these people who would have spent years and years in here by themselves. It'd be a horrible part of their life. That room. This here is where I saw the camera focus on something human shaped, human sized. Pop you guys up here. Hello, my name is Brendan. I am here reaching out to any spirits that would like to communicate with me here in this place, inside this cell. If there are any spirits here that would like to communicate with me, are you able to cross both rods in front of me, please? That was really quick. Can you guys see the rods? Yes, you can. Thank you for crossing the rods over for me and letting me know that you're here. I was wondering, you obviously linger here in this place. Were you a prisoner here at this jail? If you were, are you able to point both rods to my far left? If you weren't a prisoner here, can you please point both rods to my far right? Thank you for pointing both rods to my far left and letting me know that you were a prisoner here. Is the cell that we're in right now, was this your cell? Did you reside in this cell? If you did in fact reside in this cell, are you able to push the rods outwards? So the right rod to my right, the left rod to my left. If this wasn't your cell, are you able to cross both rods in front of me, please? I'm wondering, are there any other spirits here with us right now in this wing, in Wing 1? Are there other spirits here? If there is, are you able to cross the rods in front of me, please? If there aren't any spirits here, can you please widen the rods? Thank you for crossing the rods and letting me know that there are other spirits here. Is one of the other spirits, or or more than one, possibly downstairs with my friend Rick, communicating with him. He's using dowsing rods as well. If there are other spirits down there, or another spirit down there communicating with him, are you able to point both rods to my far right? Thank you for pointing both rods to my far right and letting me know that there is another spirit talking to Ricky. I'm curious, I'm wondering if you can tell me, is there more than one spirit here in this cell with us, communicating with me? Or perhaps they're just watching? If there is more than one spirit here in this room, if there is more than one spirit in this cell, are you able to point both rods to my far left, please? If there is only one spirit, can you please point both rods to my far right? There's just one spirit here in this cell. I'm curious, has this place held aggressive and violent individuals throughout the years? Are those people possibly still spirits here? I haven't even asked the question and it's gone. Are those spirits possibly still here? If they are you able to cross the rods in front of me, please? These spirits that are aggressive and violent, would they possibly mean us any harm? Like if they had the chance, would they hurt us in any way? If they would try and hurt us if they could, or if they're going to try, are you able to point both rods to my far left? If not, can you please point both rods to my far right? Sweating. Okay, so recap. There's a spirit here in the cell. This was his cell. We aren't alone, just you guys, me, and him, the spirit. I assume it's him anyway because I think this wood was only used for males. There is another spirit downstairs speaking to Rick, and there are aggressive, violent spirits here in this jail that would harm us if they could, or might try and harm us. Great. Is there any of these violent, aggressive spirits here in this wing, in wing 1? Are there any violent or aggressive spirits that would try and mean us harm? If there is, can you please cross both rods in front of me, please? If there isn't, I'm not going to bother saying if there is in this crossing. Is perhaps one of those spirits down with Ricky right now? If it is, are you able to point both rods to my far left, please? If it isn't, can you point both rods to my far right? I was about to say maybe we should go down and check on Rick, but that would be going towards the angry spirit. Maybe we wait here. I'm a good friend. Let's go check on Rick.
If there are any spirits here with me tonight, already, no joke already. Let me see if I can get a little bit better lighting in here, guys. If there are any spirits in here with me right now, my name's Ricky. I'd just like to communicate to you, like to know your story. Again, if there's any spirits here, are you able to interact with these dowsing rods I have in my hand? If there are any spirits, are you able to cross these dowsing rods over if you'd like to communicate with me? Thank you very much to the spirit who crossed the rods over. To the spirit who crossed the rods, did you once occupy this very cell that I sit in? If you did, are you able to make both dowsing rods swing all the way back out to my body? So again, if the spirit that I'm communicating to, if you once occupied this cell, are you able to swing both dowsing rods all the way back to my body for me, please? I'd just like to know your story. I'd like to know you a little bit better. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. You have nothing to fear from me. To the spirit that I'm communicating to, is it correct to say that you inhabited this cell? Is that correct? Did you once occupy this cell? If so, can you cross both rods in front of me, please? I feel this like pulsing in my hands, guys. Like my hands, like the palms of my hands feel like they're pulsing. Whatever spirit I'm talking to seems to be extremely shy. To the spirit I'm communicating with, are you a male? If you're a male, are you able to swing both rods to my left-hand side for me, please? Again, you have nothing to fear from me. I can feel you pushing on the rods. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Swing both rods to my right-hand side if you're a male. Sorry, to my left-hand side. Swing both rods to my left if you're a male. To the spirit I'm communicating to, did you serve time here in between 1800 to 1850? If you did, are you able to make both rods swing back all the way to my body, widen them all the way to my body, if you served time in between 1800 to 1850? Did you perhaps serve time between 1850 to 1900? If you did, can you make both rods swing to my right-hand side? Yo, I'm getting the weirdest feeling in my hands right now. So he served between 1850 to 1900. To the spirit I'm communicating to, did you pass away in this jail? Did you die here? If so, can you please cross the rods in front of me? So he died here. That's so sad. To the spirit I'm communicating to, was your time here terrible? Are you able to describe how your time was here? If it was torturous and horrible and cruel, are you able to swing both rods to my left-hand side? If your time here was, if it was just bad, if it was just lonely and sad, are you able to swing both rods to my right-hand side? Maybe it doesn't want to answer that. To the male spirit that I'm speaking to, I don't know why you were sent here, why you were placed in jail for life, but did you regret the things that you did? Did you regret the crime that you committed? Did you wish you could take it back? If so, can you widen both rods back to my body for me? Again, did you regret the crime that you committed that had you locked up here for life? It's like he just doesn't want to answer anymore. Guys, you got to understand like what it would have been like in here. Just sitting in here in the dark, and you know what I mean, I'm lucky enough to have some lights on in here. You can imagine what these guys would have been like, pitch black, pitch dark in here, on this uncomfortable bed. No lighting, no air conditioning, no nothing. You would have either just heard the screams of the other inmates in here. You would have just heard the screams of the other inmates, or you would have just heard your own thoughts racing inside your mind. It's pretty crazy. Anyways guys, we're going to keep on moving. I'm going to cut this clip here. We're going to go link back up with Brendan, see how his investigation went. We are going to try to make our way over towards Ward 6 a little bit later on. But man, what a wholesome experience in here. Definitely makes you feel sad. Anyways, we'll pick it back up in a moment, guys. Alrighty guys, we're going to call that episode there. As you guys saw, we headed off, did a little bit of a split up, did some solo investigations. We got some pretty crazy answers, pretty crazy responses, and I mean, all in all, I'm absolutely loving it here.
Considering we split up, I'm just glad that I wasn't being left on a beach or in a park somewhere where he's in the air-conditioned car.
But yeah, guys, like I said, we're really enjoying this place here. We're having an awesome time tonight. It's absolutely fantastic.
Really cool.
This place has blown us away in terms of, you know, the history and, you know, the architecture and just the whole stories, and the vibe of this place is amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We're going to call this episode here. We do have a part 3 coming though. So if you guys are excited for that, drop us a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up, give it a like. And again, if you're new here, you already know what to do. Well, go down, hit the subscribe button. It's the big red thing, looks like this. And until next time, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
See you then.
Peace.